Oh, good morning, guys. It is a cold morning, as you can see, 28 degrees, real feel 27. I said on my last video that I was really curious on how far these muffs would go with just bare hands in them. So I'm going from, what was my last ride, 40, and then I think it warmed up to 44 by the end of the ride, and my hands just did just fine, but 28 degrees, this ought to be interesting. So to let you know how I'm geared up, I've got my helmet on, of course. I've got a winter beanie, stocking cap type thing on, a little knitted hat. On my core, I have a t-shirt like I always wear, a hoodie zip-up sweatshirt, and this insulated leather jacket. On my legs, I have sweatpants on, blue jeans over those, and then my leather chaps. And then for my boots, my feet down there, I have 2 pairs of socks and my boots. Here we go. Big cold, a bit hard to start it here in the morning, huh? Gotta just let it warm up for a little while here. I forgot to say about this dicky part of my core as well. And I have the turtleneck part of the dicky to where my helmet strap holds it in place. That way when I turn my head, this doesn't fall off my chin, because otherwise my chin's going to get frozen. I've also covered my visor with a little bit of shaving cream. It's supposed to be an anti-fog. We're going to see how well that works. So, I say we get this ride started, huh? So, here we go. Handlebar Muff test number 2 at 28 degrees with a real feel of 27. Oh, and by the way, I do have gloves with me. I've got my warm weather gloves in my pocket, and then I've got winter gloves in my saddlebag. And I think I'm going to do a different route this time. Different than what I normally do. With that beanie cap on, it feels like my helmet is just crushing on my head. To start off with, my handlebars are already cold. So yeah, my hands are feeling just the coldness of the handlebar right now. I have done some more riding in cold weather and learned a few things, and that's one of the reasons why I'm wearing the beanie, is because the cold weather just blows right through my helmet, all the vents and everything. And I was out riding and my ears were just freezing. So we're going to go through the downtown area of Beloit. This bridge here goes over the Rock River. First National Bank and Trust of Beloit. I worked there for 7 years. What the hell? Must be making a newspaper drop. Scared the shit out of me. I thought they were turning right into me. Well, the shaving cream thing kind of works, but it makes everything kind of smudgy looking. Everything's got streaks. It's not crystal clear. So it kind of works, kind of doesn't. Now Wisconsin actually has a dead red law that if the lights don't change within a minute, you can actually go through the light safely, of course. And actually, while I was sitting there, my visor started to fog up. So apparently the shaving cream thing does not work all that well. My nose is starting to get a little cold. Again, my hands are still a little cold from the handlebars themselves being cold, but it's not bad. You know, being the temperatures I'm in right now, yeah, my hands are actually doing pretty well. Of course, I've only been doing in-town driving. Now it speeds up to 45. Alright, so this is 45 mile an hour. My hands are still doing good. This area is still 45 miles an hour. Oh, darn, I was hoping that car behind me was going to turn, but apparently they're going to stay right on my butt. Well, at 45 miles an hour, my hands are still doing fine, but my face is getting very cold. So now I'm up to 55 miles an hour. I would say that my face and my chin are feeling the worst out of everything on my body. Oh wow, look at that sunrise though, guys. Still got about an hour before the sun actually comes up, but man, that horizon line looks pretty. That looks really nice. I like that. I've had no issues when it comes to turning my blinkers on. You know, I gotta push the fabric of the muff up a little bit, you know, and push against it to get my thumb up and over the blinker to turn left. But short of that, everything's fine. So I just want to show you guys real quick. I'm still barehanded, and it's still 28 degrees. So yeah, I'm very impressed with these handlebar muffs. I really am. 55 mile an hour, 28 degrees. My hands are comfortable. Yeah, they're a little chilled, but I have definitely dealt with much worse. I'm also glad I put that beanie on, a little cap on my head, because otherwise my ears would be freezing. Gotta be careful coming through here. There's a lot of deer through here. They're always scanning side to side, trying to find a little bit of eye reflection. Once I get up to 140, I'll make my left-hand turn, head north into Clinton. Well, that's also my reflection over there. And then it's not too bad for deer down 140, but around Lee Park, which is going to be right at the corner where I turn, that can be a little hairy. But once I get past Lee Park, I should be fine. So I have to watch for little critters, things like coons, possums, things like that. Yeah, guys, I am thoroughly impressed. Thoroughly impressed on this. Well, looks like I've got some sort of notification. Could be my phone is telling me it's too cold or something. Oh, the charging stopped. Just because it's so damn cold, it won't charge. Oh, well, then I got a cure for that. There. Beautiful sunrise. Beautiful sunrise. Alright, we're going to go straight through Clinton, my hometown. This is the town where I grew up. That's the butcher I usually go to get meats for like the Rib Fest and specialty cuts and whatnot. That used to be an old gas station years and years ago. They had this old 7-Up soda machine in there that was so easy to get free soda from. Back when I was a kid, we lived on State Line Road, which is even farther south than where we turned on to 140 here. This gas station, this Mobile here, was a stop and go, and my mom was a teller there. I would actually bike all the way from our house on State Line Road into town just to kind of hang out with her, and she would buy me little treats and stuff like that, and microwavable sandwiches for my dinner. But then all my friends were pretty much all in town here too, so I could go out and play with them. And so yeah, as you can see, I can turn my blinker on just fine. Alright, time to give these things a real go. 27 degrees, it says on my phone now. 27 degrees. We're going to get up to 70 miles an hour. And we're going to be there for about probably 15 minutes. So just so you guys can see, 27 degrees. I'm doing 70, well, my speedometer says 75, but I'm actually doing only 70. My hands are getting a little cold. I can get that little breeze of air that's going through there. So yeah, it feels cold. My nose is frozen. Yeah, I think my nose is the worst of it. Fingertips are starting to get chilled. Especially my throttle hand, my right hand. That seems to be getting the most cold. Yeah, okay, so 70 mile an hour at 27 degrees. What was that? Probably a good 15 minutes that I was up on that interstate. And my hands are cold. I mean, it's not my whole hand though, it's just my fingertips. I think if I was to put on my lightweight gloves, that would have been fine. I really do. But right now my fingertips are a little cold. See, now that I've slowed down and I don't have that little trickle of air going into the muff, my hand is actually warming up. It doesn't feel as cold as it was before. My legs are doing okay, my feet are feeling fine, my nose is freaking cold. Alright guys, so I'm actually going to say that this was a pass. This test did really well. 55 mile an hour, my hands were just very slightly cold. Got up on the interstate doing 70 miles an hour, my fingers started getting a little chilled. Almost uncomfortable. If I had to ride much longer on the interstate, I would have stopped and put on my gloves. So I want to say thanks for coming along with me on this little test ride. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for all your comments. And I will see you on the road. Yep, still 27 degrees. Awesome.